We're just bombarded with health advice every single day, right? So, in this explainer, we're going to show you how to cut through all that noise. The goal? To build something really powerful, a personal guide to your own lifelong wellness.
Does this feel familiar? I mean, you open your phone and bam, you're hit with all this conflicting advice, these miracle cures, and like a dozen different right ways to live. It's overwhelming, and honestly, it's designed to be. We've all seen headlines like this one, right? They totally tap into our desire for a simple, easy fix to what's usually a pretty complex problem. That promise of a weird trick is just there to make you click before you even have a chance to think. Or how about this one? It creates this sense of mystery, of authority. But the thing is, these sensational claims, they are almost never backed by any real evidence. They're built to trigger an emotional response, not an informed one. And this really brings us to the core question, doesn't it? In a world with just an endless stream of information, how do you know what to trust? How do you separate the actual facts from fiction when your well-being is on the line? Well, there is a solution, and nope, it's not some secret trick. It's a skill you can actually build for yourself. I like to think of it as your own personal health superpower. It's called health literacy. So, what does that actually mean? Put simply, health literacy is your ability to navigate the entire world of health information. It's not just about being able to read, it's about finding the right info, really understanding it, questioning it, and most importantly, using it to make better decisions for yourself. And in practice, this looks pretty straightforward. A health literate person isn't afraid to ask their doctor questions. They can understand the instructions on a prescription label, and crucially, they have this built-in filter for claims that just sound way too good to be true. And this is why it's so powerful. When you build these skills, you're not just collecting facts, you're setting yourself up for better outcomes. You can make safer choices, manage your stress more effectively, and walk into the healthcare system feeling confident. And it's so important to remember this. This isn't about being smart. Health literacy is a practical skill, kind of like learning to cook or ride a bike. It is absolutely something anyone can develop with a little practice. Okay, so if it's a skill, how do we start building it? Let's get into the first step, learning how to spot the difference between good information and, well, bad information. Here's a really clear breakdown. On one side, you've got sources like doctors, universities, government health organizations. Their currency is evidence and education. On the other side, you've got social media rumors and ads promising quick fixes. Their currency is clicks and sales. Understanding the motive behind the information is absolutely key. Ultimately, it really all comes down to this mindset, becoming a critical thinker. It's about taking a pause before you believe something and just asking 3 simple questions. Who made this? What's their evidence? And what are they trying to achieve? Now, let's connect this skill to the ultimate prize. Because health literacy isn't just about avoiding bad advice today. It's about building a solid foundation for lifelong wellness. It is all about playing the long game for your health. And lifelong wellness, it's not some finish line you cross. It's a continuous journey. It's the active process of caring for your physical, mental, and social well-being through every single stage of your life. And this journey is a very active one. It means staying curious, being ready to adapt as your life changes, making consistent choices, and always working to balance all the different parts of your health. This timeline here shows just how dynamic that journey is. I mean, the health challenges you face as a teenager, like building good habits, are totally different from those in young adulthood, where maybe you're managing a bunch of new stresses. Wellness is all about adapting to whatever life throws at you. So, we've covered the problem, the solution, and the ultimate goal. Let's wrap this all up into a simple plan you can start using like today. It's time to put all this knowledge into action. Here it is, your blueprint. Step 1, actively seek out and question information. Step 2, stick to those reliable sources we talked about. Now, those first 2 steps empower you for step 3, making informed choices. And over time, that consistency is exactly what builds lifelong wellness. I want you to remember this. It's great to learn these ideas, but the real change, that happens when you apply them. Because while knowledge is power, applied knowledge, that is wellness. So what's the first informed choice you're going to make today?